this to happen by his own accord when he appointed that commission. Of course, it is appointed by him, but everybody here says, the government side says, it's an independent commission, very highly renowned members on that commission, and everybody expecting a fair report. The opposition on its side is saying, we have not been pleased with the choice of the people of the members of the commission, or we were not consulted with, but at the same time we will deal with it, and we are expecting to be able to deal with this report and make use of it.
And Mohammed, but let's be clear, the King's decree setting up this commission, it was set up to investigate all of the claims that the security forces have been involved in suppressing and abusing the human rights of the people who were protesting in the streets of Manama and elsewhere, correct?
Correct, and that's why both sides are saying, you know, the government side is saying this is unprecedented. The king himself has chosen to judge himself, to have somebody from outside the country, somebody who is of high renown, somebody who is well-known internationally, like Professor Basuni, who has been named given the title Father of International Criminal Law, and is known everywhere, and has headed many UN commissions investigating in Afghanistan and in Bosnia and so on. He said, by choosing this foreign commission, independent commission, we are proving that we really want the truth to come out. We want this truth to come out, and we want to deal with it, and we want to implement what this commission is going to tell us in terms of this report. On the other side, we have the opposition saying the king did not consult with us, they did not consult with any international organization. This is his own choice, and this commission is going to tell him what he wants to hear. We have the government 2 days ago saying, we know that we have committed those mistakes, we have committed abuses. Everybody is saying that probably the government has already some hints from this report, and they know that this report will be very difficult on them, and it will be very harsh on them, and that's why they tried to steal the thunder from the report before it came out, so that they can lessen the amount of shock it will make in the kingdom.
Well, Mohammed, you bring up an interesting point that leads to a question that I have for you. There are a couple that I have, actually, and we'll talk about some violence in the Manama area in just a bit. But does the king, did the king have a final edit, so to speak, as sort of language from our business? Did the king have a final say on the report? Did the king get the report? Did he have an opportunity to amend the report in any way?
Apparently, according to what we hear from every source here in the government side, they say we have nothing to do with the commission in terms of the way they approach their findings. We have not even been trying to get in touch with them or know what is in the report. So what is supposed by everybody here is that the king doesn't know yet the contents of the report. So he can't have a stance on it, and he can't have a say about it until he receives a copy today during this ceremony of the report, and the government will go to read it, and then they will give a response. They even told us the response may come, the official response may come only 2 days from now, about the 26th of the month. So saying that, seems that the government has a hint about the report.
Exactly.
That's why they said 2 days ago that they know it will be critical.
And Mohammed, any reports of violence associated directly with the release, violence, protests associated directly with the impending release of this report?
But Tony, none of those clashes that happened this morning and yesterday and before yesterday, none of them were reported as direct links to the report, but we can see this coincidence. The timing of this escalation on the part of the opposition is telling. The opposition probably is trying to highlight the fact that at the same time, when the government is saying, we know we committed mistakes and we are going to fix them, the same mistakes are continuing, like the killing of the boy 2 days ago when he was killed by a police car, and today, this morning, another man who was killed when he was chased by the police. So the opposition is trying to prove that the government is lying and not serious about its statement 2 days ago that they committed mistakes and they are going to fix them, and this is not a pattern, it doesn't make part of our policy.
Okay, Mohammed Valforce. Mohammed, just give us a bit of a heads up when the king arrives so that we can get back to the proceedings. So Mohammed Valforce, thank you. And tension is mounting in the